The Tip restaurant is located at the top of the Red River ski area at an elevation of 10,350 feet. On select nights in the winter, it becomes a fine dining restaurant serving three-course meals, complete with a snow coach ride to the restaurant. The interior is filled with pictures that reflect the history of the ski area. Tables and chairs are of nice quality furniture, and they place red tablecloths on the tables, pull out the fine glass and silverware, and set the tables based on reservations. Prior to sunset, the views are excellent with windows on two sides looking out on the valleys below and the mountains surrounding the area. There are 2 dinners each night. The first starts at 5:30 p.m. and the second at 7 p.m. Reservations are required. During busy times, the dinners often fill several days ahead. The maximum number of guests is 14 for each dinner, due to space available in the coach. Depending on the time of year, one of the groups will get an excellent view of the sunset. I was on the 7 o'clock dinner. The experience begins with a snow coach ride from the resort base going up the beginner's run to the main trails on the mountain, ending at the restaurant. We did get to see the start of the sunset, but it was not at its best yet. Chef Kai greets the arriving guests at the snow coach, assists them out, and escorts them inside. Once inside, the servers greet the guests, ask the number in the party, and direct them to an appropriate table. When everyone is seated, they take drink orders. Beer and wine cost extra. The dinner has a salad and bread. The dressing options are balsamic vinegar, green chili vinaigrette, and sriracha ranch. Sides are garlic and parsley casserole, potato casserole, and seasonal vegetables. Entrees are house-cut spice-rubbed ribeye with garlic-herbed compound butter, Chilean sea bass in mushroom garlic white wine sauce, and deep-fried herbed game hen. Desserts are chocolate lava cake with Kahlua caramel sauce, tiramisu with white chocolate cream sauce, and New York-style cheesecake with raspberry brandy. Chef Kai comes out and personally takes orders for how the steak is to be cooked. My choice for the night was the ribeye cooked medium and the cheesecake. I chose the balsamic vinegar dressing and was quite happy with my selection. My steak had just a little pink in the middle with no charring on the outside, which is what I expected. The bass was covered appropriately with the sauce and the mushrooms were clearly visible. The steak was tender and juicy. The herbs and spices have a small bite to them and do a good job of complementing the quality of the meat and express the chef's cooking abilities. I did take a taste of the bass and would gladly order this in the future. The sauce did not overpower the taste of the fish. The cheesecake is creamy and rich, but not overpowering, with just enough of the brandy to give it a good raspberry flavor. The lava cake is very rich and creamy, a chocolate lover's delight. The trip down is by the same path, but it's rougher with the plow blade down to help with speed control. Late dinner guests get the additional experience of Chef Kai skiing down behind and alongside, waving at them part of the way down. The only downside to this experience is the cost. It's $115 for adults and $75 for children 12 and under. But it does not seem to keep it from being very successful. I have overheard very few complaints about the cost. I interviewed a friend of mine, Dan Foley, who has been up several times over the years. He has had both the steak and the fish and has found both, as well as the rest of the dinner, be very consistent in quality. The March 4th edition of the Sangre de Cristo Chronicle online newspaper had a review of this experience by Ellen Miller Goins. The link is listed in the credits. Finding such an experience at the top of a ski area is certainly a unique experience in New Mexico, and perhaps at most ski areas in the nation. The steak is the best I've ever had. The desserts rival anything I have ever had before, and when you combine this with the coach experience, it is truly a unique and pleasant fine dining experience.